English class. Hope you're all doing good. In today's session, we are again doing English 2, lesson 5, finite and infinite verbs. Okay, we are doing finite and infinite verbs. Now, what are verbs? Verbs are the, as you all know now, we are very much familiar with that. Verbs are your action words, right? To be easy, verbs are your action words. Whatever the actions you do, those are the verbs. Now, what are finite and infinite verbs? Every sentence we should be having some kind of verbs, right? Without the verbs, there is no sentence. It indicates the main action of the sentence, right? What the verb the sentence is doing. It indicates the main action of the sentence. That is called as your finite verb. Okay? Now, coming to the verb, finite and infinite verbs, there are three types of finite or infinite verbs. What are they? They are infinitives, gerund and participle. Now, what it is categorized, these finite verbs are categorized into three. Now, what are the, we will come and see what is infinitives. Infinitives is nothing but when you add to with a verb, that is called as your infinitive. Okay, when you add to plus to your verb, it is called infinitive. It can be anything. It can be to read, to run, to play. Okay, it can be any such thing. When you add to with a verb, that is called as your infinitives. Okay, when you add to a verb, it is called as your infinitives. One is when coming to gerund. Gerund is nothing but your ing form of the verb. Okay, when you add ing form of the verb and this acts as a noun. Okay, when your verb acts as a noun with ing form. So this is like verb plus ing form and it has to act as a noun. Okay, how will it act as a noun? Now, reading. Reading is good for your mind. Okay, reading is good for your mind or good exercise for your mind. When I say this sentence like this, now what is the noun here? What is the main subject of the sentence is here? Of course, it is reading only, no? Reading is the main subject of the sentence. Whom are we talking about? We are talking about reading. Correct? No, we are talking about reading. So, this actually read is what? Reading is what? Actually read is what? Read is your verb. Okay? It has an ing form of it. This is a verb which has an ing form of it. But in this sentence, it is acting as a noun. Reading is good for your exercise, for your mind. Reading is a good exercise for your mind. So, this word here is acting as a noun. Correct? So, any verb with ing form and if it is acting as a noun, that is called as your gerund. Okay? I repeat again. Any verb in ing form acting as a noun is called as your gerund. Okay, this type of sentences here, this verb is called as your gerund. Okay. Now coming to the last part, that is participle. What is a participle? Participle is nothing but the verb, your verb which acts as an adjective. Okay, the verb if acts as an adjective, it is called as the participle. In a participle, you have two types of participle. One is past participle and present participle. In present participle, it is your ing form of your verbs, right? If you add ing to your verb, okay? So this is like verb plus ing and it is acting as an adjective. It acts as an adjective. Okay, don't get confused children with a gerund and a present participle. In gerund, verb plus ing, but it is acting as a noun. But in participle, present participle, it's a verb plus ing, but here it is acting as an adjective. Okay, you should not forget that. It is acting as an adjective. Okay, same way, here the past participle, that is the past form of your verb. It is verb plus ed, en, d, en or any. It is the past form of your verb. examples are dancing, singing, eating, running, jogging. Okay, so these are your present participle, which is a verb and with the ing form, and it is acting as a participle. Okay, so some examples for this is, children, for participle. See here, broken. Broke is again what? Your verb, right? Broke is again your verb. Broken is again your participle. Broken table. Table is a noun, right? What is an adjective? Adjective is a verb which describes your noun. Correct, no? So here we are trying to describe your noun. Correct? These are your nouns. Table, lake, these are your nouns. We are trying to describe your noun by using a verb in it. Correct, no? So broke is a verb. You are adding en. You are adding n to it. So this is a broken table. So this is a verb, but it is acting as a what? It is acting as an adjective. So that is called as your participle. Always remember, your past participle is a verb which acts as a adjective in the past form. Okay, the verb should be in the past form and it should act as an adjective. Okay, like broken table, frozen lake. See, freezing is nothing but your verb, right? So frozen, it is the past tense of your verb. Frozen lake, lake is your noun. So this is acting as, it is not acting here as a verb, but here it is acting as a adjective. Okay, fallen leaves. Leaves is again your noun. Correct? Then fall is again your verb. Fallen, you are adding en. You are adding en to the verb. So you are making it, this is a past tense form of your verb. When you add a past tense form of your verb with the to describe your noun, it is called as your past participle. Okay, children, so it's clear now. Okay, the verb, take this as the past tense of your verb, and this is acting as your adjective for the noun. It is acting as your adjective. Okay, always remember, any past tense of the noun, past tense form of your verb, any past tense form of your verb which is acting as an adjective, it is called as your past participle. Okay, always remember that. Now coming back to present participle, present tense. What is present tense? Your ing form of your verb is called as your present tense, right? So when you add ing form for your verb, it also has to act as an adjective. Adjective is what again? Adjective means it has to describe your noun. Correct? So burn, see, burn is your verb, right? And you are adding ing to the verb. Okay? Now log is what? Log is your noun. It is a thing, right? Log is a noun. So burning log. So burning here, it is describing your log. Okay? That is a burning log. It is describing your noun. So any verb in its ing form and describes the noun, it is called as your present participle. Clear, no, children? Okay? So see, some examples are burning log, panting dog, exciting story. Okay? So these are some of your examples for your present participle. Clear, no? Okay, I'll explain this again. This is also again a small chapter. Okay, so finite and infinite verbs always gives meaning to your sentence. Okay, there is no sentence which won't have a proper verb. Okay, and it gives you the information. The finite verbs always gives you the information about the action or in the sentence. What is going on in the sentence, about the happening in the sentence. Now it has three types. It is classified into three, that is the infinitives, gerund and infinitive, gerund and participle. Okay, what is the infinitive? Infinitive is nothing but this most simplest one. You just have to add to with the verb. Okay, like to read, to run, to play, to walk, to stand, to sit. Okay, if you just add to a verb in your sentence, that is called as your infinitive. Okay, now coming to gerund. Gerund is nothing but verb plus ing form of your verb, and also it is acting as a noun. You should always remember this. This is very much important. Gerund always acts as a noun. The verb, okay, ing form of the verb which acts as a noun. That is reading, again burning, okay, running, swimming, okay, all these things are your verb which has ing form, but you have to make sure that the particular word is acting as a noun in the sentence. Okay, like reading is a good exercise for your mind. Okay, so reading here is acting as your noun. Okay, children. So this you should not forget. Gerund means it is nothing but the verb and ing form of your verb which acts as a noun. Okay, coming to participle. Participle is something similar to the gerund. Again, in participle you have two types, that is past participle and present participle. Past participle is nothing but the past tense of your verb. That is, past tense will have ed, en, be, t, n or ne. Okay, these words you have to end the verb with these words. Then it will be a past tense, right? And this verbs, the past tense of the verb should act as an adjective in your sentence. Now what is an adjective? I said adjective is the word which describes your noun, right? Like example, broken table, frozen lake, fallen thieves. Okay, see here, broke is a verb, you are adding broken and you are adding here, so it is the past tense of your verb. Broken table, so you are describing the table here, how the table is. So describing what is called as what? Adjective, no? When you describe a noun, it is called adjective. So describing of the noun, you are describing the noun with the past form of the verb. Okay, that is called as your past participle, like broken table, frozen lake, fallen leaves. Okay. Now coming to present participle. Present tense means what, children? Ing form of your verbs is your present tense, correct? So your ing form of your verb which acts as an adjective is called as present participle, such as burning log, panting dog, exciting story. Okay, so these are your nouns. It is describing, these are your describing words, which is a verb and which is the ing form of the verb. Okay, children, I hope you understood what is finite verbs, what is infinitive, what is gerund, and also what is past and present participle. Now open your textbook to page number 22. I want you all to open the textbook to page number 22. Grab a pencil and an eraser. Okay, children, the page number 22, A main. Underline the verb and write whether it is an infinitive, gerund or a participle. Okay, the first one, everyone wanted to go. What do you see here? To and a verb. When it is to and a verb, what is it? It is a infinitive. Next, waiting seems foolish. Okay, waiting seems foolish. Now, what is a noun here? This is your verb, ing form of your verb. This can be a gerund or a participle. So what is it? It is acting as what? Is it acting as a adjective or a noun? It is acting as a noun, correct? Waiting seemed foolish. So this is the main subject in your sentence. In this particular sentence, waiting is the main subject. The whole sentence is depending on this word. So this is a noun for you. This is your noun in the sentence. So your ing form of your verb which is acting as a noun, what is it called as? Gerund. Next, the cat's favorite activity is sleeping. My cat's favorite activity is sleeping. Okay, so is sleeping. Again, this is your ing form of your verb. Okay, so either it can be a gerund or it can be a participle. That is your present participle. Is it acting here as an adjective? Is it describing something? No, so it's definitely not acting as an adjective. So this is your gerund. Okay, next. Arriving at the store, I found that it was closed. Again, arriving. Okay, this is also, it is not describing any word. So, this is also your gerund, your ing form of your verb. Next, everyone wanted my brother to be the captain of the team. To be, underline to be. To plus a verb is what, children? It is a infinitive. Next, they asked me to bring some food. Again here also to plus a verb is called as infinitive. Next, the burning log fell off the fire. Okay, what is this burning? It's an ing form of your verb and it is describing your noun. It is describing a noun. So it is an adjective. It is acting as an adjective. So what is it? It is a participle. It is your present participle. Okay. Next, choose the most suitable finite verbs from the brackets and fill in the blanks. The snake was dashed along the ground. What will the snake do? The snake moving, gliding or sliding? It is sliding, right? Sliding here. Next, an eagle dashed down on a mouse. What did it do? Did it flew, swooped or came? It swooped down the mouse. So write swooped. Next, a snail is dashed across the courtyard. What is the snail doing? Is it running, walking or crawling? The snail crawls. So you should write crawling. The angry man dashed out of the room. Limped, went, stormed. So it is stormed. Next, a bank clerk dashed the currency notes. Counted, tore or colored. What will the bank clerk do? He counted the currency notes. Okay. Next, fill in the blanks using present participle form of the verbs in bracket. Present participle means what, children? ing form of your verb and it should act as an adjective. Okay. So here she told me a dashed story. What is the verb here? Excite. So excite will become exciting. It should be small letter you have to write. Okay. Exciting story. Next, the dash branch fell off the roof. What is here? Burn. So you have to do ing form of this. That is burning. Next, she hugged the dash dog. Pant. Pant. ing form of pant is panting. Right? Panting here. Next, soldiers in the army have to be dash fit. Fight. ing form will become fighting. She held the dash baby in her lap. Cry. Cry will become crying. Right? Crying. Okay. Next, fill in the blanks with the past participle of the words in brackets. Children were, so here you have to put past participle. Here you did present participle, that is ing form. Here you should do past tense form. Children were playing football on the dash lake. Freeze will become frozen. Right? Frozen. Mike is sitting on a dash chair. Break. Break will become broken. Next, there was a dash order on the school notice board. Write will become return. You have to go all the past tense for these words. The police recovered the dash money from the thief. Steal will become stolen. He dashed across the street. Walk will become walked. Okay. Next, last main. Fill up each blank with a suitable gerund. Gerund means what, children? ing form of your verb which is acting as a noun. Okay. Dash between the meal is a bad habit. What is between a meal is a bad habit? Drinking water, right? So, right? Drinking. Drinking between a meal is a bad habit. Next, he succeeded in dash a high rank. Securing. Okay. Next, dash flowers are strictly prohibited. It is plucking. Okay. Plucking flowers is strictly prohibited. Next, he left the guest house without dash his bill. Paying. We prevented her from dash into deep water. Diving. Okay. So please complete these, children. This completes your chapter. Exercises of your chapter. Okay, children. So this completes my explanation and textbook exercises part of your lesson 5, finite and infinite verbs. Okay. All that you have to remember, the key points in here is what is a finite verb and what is the infinitive. To plus a verb is your infinitive and ing form of your verb with which acts as a noun is called a gerund. And then participle, two types of participle, that is past participle and present participle. Past participle is nothing but past tense form of your verb, okay, and which acts as an adjective. Present participle is nothing but your ing form of your verb, which acts as an adjective. Okay, this is all in this chapter. Please complete your textbook exercises, and if you still have any doubts regarding this, then we should meet in the interactive session and clear it. Okay, on the same day I will be sending you the classwork notes part of it. Okay, children, thank you.